Okay.
and our whole team is on. So I'm here, Janice, Camilla, and Herlina.
Good.
And we're just waiting for Santosh, and then we'll get started.
Excellent. Naveen, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Hi, James. How are you?
Good. Good. Thanks. Naveen, while we're waiting, I had a suggestion. I'll introduce you at some point. I'll say something along the lines of here. Let me see get how I introduce you. I say also with me today is Naveen Jaswell, staff multi-cloud architect at VMware,
Yeah.
and you could just say something. It's fairly simple, like hi James, and good to be here, and looking forward to the conversation. You would not need to necessarily talk about any of the content at that point. I
Yeah.
think that's you might have spoken for like 30 seconds or so and given maybe a little preview, but you probably don't need to right at that moment.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, you will ask this question, and then after that, you will throw the second question, or what is the intent? Is like you will ask this and introduce me and ask the question, and I start with my answer, thanking
Oh, I
you,
see
and then
what you're asking. Yeah. I'm talking about really way up front where I introduce Santosh and I say he's the director of Oracle Cloud VMware Solutions for the JPAC region. And then he says, hi, James, looking for the conversation. And then I turn to you, Naveen Jaswell, staff multi-cloud architect. And you say, hi, James, looking for the conversation. And then I throw the first question to Santosh.
yes,
So that's really just the sort of the upfront introduction part.
okay, that should be that should be okay for me.
Good deal. Very good. So what is it? Is it 7:30 in the morning in your time, Nevi? What time of the day is it for you?
Mine is 8 a.m. in the morning.
8
Still,
a.m. Okay.
still I'm stuck in India. I will be flying on 13th to Tokyo, 12th on to Tokyo. 13th I will be there. We have VMware Explore in Japan.
Okay.
That is 14th and 15th. So we have a booth of Oracle, and we have also, I hope there is some session also from OCBS, the product which we are on, and evangelize the solution. It has picked up very well, like in Japan and in Asia. It is still to picking up, but the most business is being driven in Japan extensively because
Mm,
Oracle has a prime footprint of business market, good business capture market, because large enterprises are in Japan, and they have a good footprint of Oracle.
mm.
So that's why Oracle is picked up well as compared to other competitors. And they have also acquired all the database. They are the prime database company. Apart from database, they are the ERP solutions you can build on a single place to build everything. So
Sounds
most
good.
of the large enterprises go for it. It's a called global accounts
Yeah.
where and then that's where the people, the Oracle plays a major role in global accounts.
Santosh, wait, I think he popped out. His video is blank, but he can see. Okay, he's not in the room anymore. So let's see.
He had to log off and log back in.
Yeah, right. James, are you able to have some sort of generic background?
Um, I wonder. It would have to be through this platform. Is there a problem with the city background?
Well, Cheryl's requesting that we have a generic background so that the client can repurpose the video when they want, and they want everyone to have like a generic background. So you can blur your background through the
Sure.
platform.
Let me go to it's in the camera settings, right?
Yes.
Okay. Um, I see computer audio, dial-in video. Oh yeah, mirror camera, virtual background, filters. No quality. Do you know where I would find the blur feature?
Yeah, so right now, yeah, so it says eWeek on your background.
Right.
Is there a way, like, you can't take the eWeek logo off, right?
Here's the problem that I have a big screen TV and I have precisely one image for that big screen TV. So other than that, we're looking at an actual big screen TV.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, if there's a virtual background part of this platform, I'd use that, or I would be happy to blur it. I just don't see where the blur function is yet.
hold on.
I mean, maybe we blur it, we don't see the eWeek.
Right.
Hey guys, can you hear me? I
Yes.
don't see my video.
Yes, we can.
Do you
Yes.
guys see my video?
We can't see you, but we can hear you.
I don't know. I'm using the same Chrome, but today I'm in office.
Did you
I don't know
choose
whether-
your video?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
So
There's also some background settings. Like it looks like there's some. I could choose a virtual background.
well, when you go to virtual background and you hit, like, there should be
Oh, blur background. Yeah, here it is.
right.
Yeah.
So it's there.
There we go. I say apply new settings. You tell me.
Sorry, can we do it for all speakers? The background has to be blurred.
Yeah. So
Tell me in the settings.
yeah, so if you go to in the cam and mic settings at the bottom, it says quality filters, virtual background,
Right.
and then there's a blur feature there.
Default rate is current. Default resolution. What should be the resolution? Current, right? Default, or you want something else?
Yeah, no, it'll just say, like, James, in the virtual background, right? It just said blur. Yeah.
Exactly. Let me go
Yeah.
back to that page. So, yeah. So you choose. Let me say apply new settings. You go into the camera and mic settings, and actually, you know what? You then under the camera and mic settings, underneath your little photo there, your video there, there's a tab called virtual background. In the bottom of that virtual background area, it says blur background. There's a tab that could be on or off.
Okay. That's perfect. We are not using Zoom. I need to go to which tool I used. I went in and now I changed. How do I go to your?
Did you know where the camera and mic settings tab is down at the bottom of the screen?
No, I am already done the blur, but I lost the.
You would have to. There's another bottom. There's a tab at the top that says apply new settings. If you click that, apply new settings.
That's done, James. Now my question is, what to do? Is it in the browser driven or? I am just trying. Okay, I found it.
Okay.
And Pirate. How do I go back to? I did apply new settings.
There you go. You have done it. Your background is blurry, Naveen.
Okay, now his mic is off. Can you turn your mic on? Is your sound all the way up, Naveen?
Just making sure his mind's on. Yeah, okay, good.
How about it now?
Okay, now it's working. Yep.
You're good. Yep. Hooray, Santosh.
Guys, I'm using Safari now, but now I don't have the option for blur.
That's okay. If you go to your camera settings. So cam and mic settings, you'll see like it'll say virtual background on the right side on the bottom, and then you'll be able to blur your background there through Big Marker. So
No, I don't see the option at all, because the thing is, I see just webcam mirror camera on. That's all.
Let me go. If you go into the camera and mic settings, there's a tab underneath the video that says virtual background.
Yeah.
No,
If you-
I get that option only on Chrome, but Chrome,
Okay.
yeah. I'll just give one last try to log in from Chrome, guys. So just give me a moment. Sorry for.
Sure. No
Yeah.
problem.
You
Yeah.
can use Firefox also. It will work. I'm using Firefox.
Santosh, is the data center pretty big in Japan? Data center business?
To Santosh is out actually.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Naveen. Naveen. Is the data center business in Japan pretty big?
Yeah, data center businesses in Japan is pretty big because it is one of the sites for all the global major accounts. They have their business here, like Daimler, and also from the perspective, Toyota, Nissan, all the automotive industries are here. Apart from that, all the fintech industries, also their data centers are here, like Deutsches and all. They stand up because of the consistency and the quality and the solutioning is very good. Apart from the all the big uh, automotive industry, we also have also communication and media industry, which is also very great, such as Sony and Hitachi and all the electronics and communication media industry. They are doing a big data centers across, and then we also have pretty much well covered. So data centers are not in the Tokyo, but it's outskirts of Tokyo, and it's a lot of space has been allocated to them and well secured. So we have a data center even for hyperscalers. They also have it. They
Right.
have like AWS, Google, Azure, Oracle. Oracle has two, one in Osaka and another one is in Tokyo, same as um, uh, Azure and Google. Google has one only at this time.
Interesting.
Whereas AWS has two. And they have metro also, I think. No, they do have metro. Yes, they have a metro one in the same region, two data centers, and across the region. Because these are region driven, so when you call it region, it is not the country driven, but inside the country there are two locations, and that falls into a different. And inside the region, you have multiple data centers. So it means metro. Inside the 200 kilometers each, you have multiple data centers, which is called the metro aspect of it. Whereas we are just talking. Santosh, you were there.
Yeah, he almost joined. I think it might be. I guess it's a problem with the browser.
Yeah, something really challenging for him. And annoying also in the time crunch. I think he's. What happened, Santosh?
I don't know. The Chrome doesn't let me,
So
with my video.
okay, so are we okay for Santosh to move forward with the Safari?
Can you try the Firefox? Just deploy the Firefox. If you have a Mac, just deploy 2 minutes it takes to deploy the Firefox. If you are there.
Maybe he'll need to use Safari actually, if that actually
Yeah,
works.
are we okay to move forward with Safari? Cheryl, are you okay with that? Without the blurred background? Hold on, let me message her.
Get my mouse.
Naveen, can you just mute your mic for a minute?
Okay.
There's like a sound coming, and I just want to see where that sound is coming from. Okay, yeah. Okay, you can unmute yourself now. There's like a static noise behind you.
Behind.
I don't know. It's like something's coming. Like there's like a static sound. Okay. Once Santosh comes on, we can just move forward. His background is plain. We can move forward with him as long as he's on. He does not need to blur his background.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So he used Safari and he signed on. So
Right.
we'll just have to like have him stay on with Safari.
I hope we can give him the message.
Yeah.
Do we have any way to ping him or anything?
Yeah, can someone message him and just let him know? Okay.
Okay, sure.
Let him know to sign back on through Safari and we can move forward.
Me now?
Hello?
Yep. We can.
Okay, I'll just turn around so that this has a better background. Okay. How about now?
Yes, it looks good. So can you just is there a way for you to bring up your camera a little bit? Because right now we're looking at you from like underneath. And it would be ideal for us to be looking at you like straight on. Like are you on like a MacBook or a laptop or something?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you have like a few books or something that you could possibly rest your MacBook on or your laptop on?
I'm sitting in a phone booth. Maybe I can try something. How about now?
A little bit better.
Okay.
Can you maybe can you lower the chair possibly so that you're sort of like directly looking at the camera?
I'll have to find a different one. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, the other two phone booths are occupied.
Well, you can go
Is it
grab
okay?
some, the print paper. Can you hear me? From the printer, you can grab some like a paper. You can
Yeah,
put
like
under
the
your
scraps of
laptop.
paper.
If there's no book, you just go to the printer, grab a lot of paper,
Okay.
and then put under your laptop. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me do that. Just a minute.
Okay.
Who says there's no more use for paper in the internet age?
I don't know. You should see my office. It's covered in notes and paper.
Just want to make sure you can't see me because I can see basically 4 squares.
Okay,
Because
I
I've
bought
said-
something.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't know whether it
Looks
works.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No, we can't see you, Yankun. We when you're
Okay, that's good. Probably just
when
myself.
I'm looking at
Yeah.
the audience view, I can't see you.
No problem.
Okay, how about now?
Okay, yes, that's better. Perfect. Sit like
Okay, perfect.
that. Okay.
Santosh,
great.
welcome aboard.
Oh my God. And I don't know, maybe something to do with the network here in Oracle Office, but it was working fine at my home yesterday. So anyways,
No, it's fine.
let's
Everything
get
is
started.
good. It works. How about this? Can you just move like your camera a little bit so I don't see that white doorway and we just see your gray background? Okay, what is that? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That should be okay.
Okay.
Just a little bit more to your left. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So why don't we get started? So just for the purpose of us just reviewing the deck really quick. So remember, the deck will be edited in after the fact over you guys. Okay. So Naveen, do you have the deck in front of you to be able to speak to it without seeing it like on this big marker screen?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, perfect. So
do you see me or don't you see me? Is all good?
yeah, we see you. No, it's good. Okay, and then with the demo, you'll be able to just like bring the demo in for us and make sure you have like a full screen of the demo. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
perfect.
Great. Okay, so then
I will share my screen. Is it okay?
yes.
During the demo.
Yes,
Okay.
that's fine. Okay, so then I think we're all ready to get started. Does anybody have any questions or anything?
I had one question. Jackie, I thought you were saying that Naveen did not need to share his screen because it would be blurred in. I mean, it would be edited in afterwards. Were you saying he should share his
No,
screen?
the whole deck will be edited in afterwards, but the demo itself, he's going to have to show, and then
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Yep. Gotcha.
Okay, perfect. So everybody just mute yourselves and just remember, Naveen, James, and Santosh, if any of you feel like you say something that you don't like the way you said it, I mean, James, you're a pro, you already know this, but if there's something that you say and you feel like you want to re-say it, that's okay. Just stop, let us know, take a pause so that we know where to edit it from, and then say it again. Make sense?
Mhm.
Okay, great. All right,
It's
everybody.
always good to know that, by the way. Makes me feel much better.
Yeah. Okay, so then James, why don't you do me a favor and just count back from 5 and then get started.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm James McGuire, and on today's video, we're talking about multi-cloud computing. In particular, how companies can handle some of the challenges of multi-cloud, especially when it comes to protecting your complex infrastructure. To discuss that, I'm joined by 2 industry experts. With me is Santosh Devaraju. Director of Oracle Cloud VMware Solutions for the JPAC region. Santosh, very good to have you with us today.
Hey, James, thanks for having me here. I'm excited to be here on the panel, and it's a great time on how we can share some of the important innovations which we have done on Oracle Cloud and how we are transforming some of the customers' IT transformation goals. Glad to be here. Thanks.
Great. Also with me is Naveen Jaswal, Staff Multi-Cloud Architect at VMware. Naveen, hello to you. So Naveen is muted.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
Because I that time we muted it. Let's
no
pause.
problem. Let me go ahead and introduce you again.
Okay.
Jackie, do you need a pause or should I just pick it up?
Just pick it up.
Okay. Also with me is Naveen Jaswal, Staff Multi-Cloud Architect at VMware. Naveen, very good to have you with us today.
Hi, James. Thank you. And as well as Santosh, looking forward, both of us, to discuss on the strategic alliance we have for building business continuity and disaster recovery solution, and with a simplified and delivered in a very automated fashion to meet the business outcome of the customer. Thank you.
Sounds good. All right, Santosh, let's have you start us off. Would you share your sense of Oracle's cloud and the multi-cloud sector? And also, please speak to the Oracle VMware relationship, if you would.
Absolutely, James. I think we're in an exciting time where Oracle has re-engineered the way the cloud needs to be deployed and adopted by customers. So we call it the era of cloud 2.0, right? So our discussion spans from on-premises cloud, multi-cloud, hybrid cloud, and together we call it as a distributed cloud anywhere, and customers can adopt services which are required for meeting their IT transformation goals. So with that having said, one of the key things which I want to mention from Oracle point of view is Oracle is the only cloud vendor today who can actually help the customer in delivering the distributed cloud, whether it is public, whether it is sovereign, whether it is multi-cloud, or even you can get the likes of the complete cloud capability just behind customer's firewall, which is the dedicated region at customer. And with that having said, we have 46 regions across the globe, which is helping customers adopt cloud and also span their services across different geographies and different markets as well. And also, if I have to talk about a little bit technical about what capabilities which Oracle is providing. So Oracle starts all the way from the bare metal, virtual machine, containers, SaaS services, right? So if I have to summarize, whether it is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, or SaaS services, this one cloud, which is Oracle, helping customers all the way to the customers. And today, we are at a very exciting juncture where we have collaborated with VMware, where we have made a VMware hybrid cloud service, which is quite native to Oracle Cloud. So together with VMware, we have engineered the solution so that it helps customer to lift and shift their VMware workloads from on-premises over to Oracle Cloud with just few clicks and with zero risk, right? So having said that, one of the key things I want to highlight, before we get started on our main topic is Oracle Cloud VMware solution has certain uniqueness in terms of delivering a better hybrid cloud for VMware customers. So one of the key uniquenesses, it is a customer managed solution, which means for certain sectors like, whether it is financial services, government services, where the control of the whole infrastructure, whether it is data, security, or networking, lies completely at customer's control. And the second most important thing is we are the only provider to help customers to have different VMware versions so that they can actually have different deployment models for their test and dev or for their production. So having these kind of choices, this helps customer deliver a better value for them to get started on the hybrid cloud. So over the next few minutes, I'm pretty sure we have an exciting agenda where we'll be talking more about the specific use cases on how customers can adopt Oracle Cloud VMware solution. So, glad to be here.
Well, Santosh, following up with you, let's take a look at the Oracle Cloud VMware solution with VMware Site Recovery Manager. What's the importance of this disaster recovery solution, and how does it help Oracle and VMware customers?
That's a very good question, James. Whenever I hear or talk to customers about DR is more like an insurance, right? So it is something, you always need to have. You can't actually avoid an insurance, because definitely there are possibilities that, there could be a natural disaster, could be, a service disruption. And today, every enterprise wants to be competitive by delivering a better service to customers and better service availability. So when it comes to disaster recovery, there are three important aspects to it, right? So, we have to think about recovery point objective, which is how much data is customer willing to lose, and recovery time objective. It is like, how long am I willing to, survive with a failure? And the last but not least is, how much am I willing to pay for the overall DR service? So with that said, there are different ways of deploying the business continuity solutions to achieve disaster recovery exercise. So if you look at, the traditional run books, customers have always relied on backup and restore, but there is a lot of things which can actually go wrong when they actually, invoke a DR exercise. And then, the backup and restore has got, transformed and elevated to a newer, DR scenarios where customers want to, buy exactly similar compute, similar network services on the DR, but it's not efficient because you have a like-to-like environment, but customer is ending up spending too much on DR, which is idle almost 90% of the time throughout the year. So what we have done with VMware is we have introduced a new solution called Pilot Light DR, which helps customer to have a smallest compute, and also they can actually replicate all their storage and network services live at any point of time. So with this kind of an environment, customer can go into asset light model where they don't own the complete compute all through the year. Instead, they only invoke the DR with a scale out compute when they require it. So I'm pretty sure we will be sharing more of the architecture and some of the best practices or throughout this discussion. So this is how we can actually help customers from business continuity conversation.
Okay, Navina, I'd like to get your
Sorry,
input.
one second here. So I wanted Santosh to finish his thought before we jumped forward. So can everybody just pause their notifications or X out of other tabs that you're open in so that there's no sounds coming through besides you guys speaking?
Mine are silenced.
Okay. Everybody silenced? Naveen, Santosh?
Yeah.
So
I'm good.
should I be doing the closing thought on this discussion, or?
No. What I'm saying is your notifications, like, so that your email, because it doesn't ping through or anything. Because right now, like, we heard before someone's email come through, and we just want to make sure that everyone's notifications are silenced during this conversation.
Yeah, I'm on DND mode, so there's nothing coming on my screen.
Okay, Naveen,
Yeah.
do you have everything closed out?
Mine is, I don't have anything running, only one application, PowerPoint.
Okay, all right, just making sure. All right, so James, jumping back to you. Sorry about that.
Sure. So I will pick it up with a question of Naveen. So I will say this. Naveen, I'd like to get your input. Let's take a look at the solution's VMware Site Recovery Manager elements. What are the benefits here for enterprise customers?
Well, James, thank you, first of all. And the challenges where we have done the research on understanding the business continuity and disaster recovery is the customer, all the C-level executives generally in the data center perspective, they said, we can't do the DR better because it's a richer infrastructure. We cannot scale. Elasticity is not there. Inefficient utilization of resources was there a problem. And the performance on demand was there a problem. And the cost. These challenges are the key challenges which have been faced in the on-prem data centers. With strategic alliance and working with Oracle, as Santosh has mentioned, we have been able to build a solution which is a simple, and we keep it simple. We have followed the principle of KISS, which is keep it simple. And with help of that, Oracle VM has been able to deliver a scalable, agile infrastructure, scale on demand, as well as access the high performance compute network storage, lower the TCO cost with the OCVS, which was the mindset. We had built the solution on top of it. That's and then the advantage across with the others ones where a recovery plan is automated and can be customized. Custom scripts can be written. Automated testing with no impact to the production can be done, which is test plan can be run, and both the and also failover IPs and networking policies can be modified. As Santosh has mentioned, zero downtime application mobility till the RPO, the recovery point, the protection of data till be 5 minutes. It can be taken down, and we have a policy driven, and it can be partial failover, or it could be the whole data center failover, or you can run the both sites active with your strategical approach. That's all. Thanks, James.
Sure. It sounds interesting. So let's take a look at the product itself. Naveen, can you talk us through a demonstration of its key advantages?
Sure. So we, as we mentioned, that Site Recovery Manager has been already proven in the industry and has been adopted on-prem with multiple customers, large enterprises. Whereas we have seen as we have already the customers have on-premise, we also see the benefit of having on the cloud. And we brought the on solutions with deploying only 2 VMs, which takes only a day. And on that, one is called Site Recovery Manager, the VM. And the second one that's the management plane and data plane. And the second one is for the data transfer, where you replicate the data across the data center or across from the on-prem to the cloud on OCI infrastructure, on which we have built a private cloud of software-defined data center of VMware stack. And that runs the vSphere replication appliance. Please note that the replication appliance, which is the agnostic to the storage, everything is in the data center or everywhere gets binded or confined towards the storage. With help of vSphere replication innovation, which VM is able to deliver agnostic storage. You have a storage on the data center, on the site, on-prem, any of the FC related storage, you can move it across to the vSphere replication storage on vSAN, NFS, or any type of storage, and save the cost as per the needed of the type of workload and business continuity. Thanks.
All right, let's talk about next steps. Any last key thoughts about what enterprise buyers need to know about the OCVS solution? And importantly, Santosh, where can people go to find out more?
Hey, James, sorry to cut you. I mean, we were talking about a demo. So is that something not there?
I'm
Naveen,
sorry if I misunderstood. I thought that I asked Naveen about the demo, and I thought I totally misunderstood. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I
think we can go through it again. Yeah.
I thought, Naveen, at one point you stopped and you said that's all, and you stopped, and so I went to my next question. But I guess I misunderstood.
There was a thing that you asked the question, followed by demo was the second step. I thought, oh, Naveen, you have discussed well. Can I see some demos? And that's where I was anticipating the question coming from you, James. However, I was not anticipating that whole flow would be coming on top of it. I was anticipating conversation both going across. That was the thought.
Okay.
So because I stopped, I said, you asked the question, and then from there, we had a thought of making it like, okay, Naveen, it's really good or something. Can we see some demo on top of it? So I would again share my screen and walk you through my demo.
Are you ready for the demo question now?
Yeah, I'm ready for the demo question.
Okay. Well, this is, I will say this then. Okay, let's look at the product itself. Naveen, can you talk us through a demonstration of its key advantages?
Yeah, sure. Let me take you through. Let me share my screen quickly. Share the screen. Screen. Allow. Well, as I said, I would like to set the ground stage of my demo. And in this demo, the question is, how do you build the recovery plan? So, sorry, I need to move this picture to show better. Is it possible? Sorry, I'll pause here. I'll repeat. Okay. Thanks, James. Building the recovery plan is the key aspect for the successful disaster recovery. So you can create multiple groups, and then you can instantiate per group basis, and the downtime increases as you move across. My demo is based on the making a master recovery plan, which I have already created, and in which I have a couple of VMs into internal VMs sitting in one protection group called internal VM protection group. PG stands for protection group, and ABR is the application, which is the, for example, sales application or HR application, where we have 3-tier application: web, app, and DB. So this is a retail
Wait, sorry,
application.
Naveen, can you remove that button that says stop sharing? Will it come off or move it to the side somewhere?
Is okay? No?
Yes. Okay, better. So just
Okay.
start
Thanks.
that from the top for us, okay? Like where you said, so as I said, from the beginning.
Okay. Okay. So let's, James, throw the question. Let's start on, because
Okay.
this is the slide. Come on.
Would you like to hear the question again?
Yes, please.
Sure. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's take a look at the product itself. Naveen, can you talk us through a demonstration of its key advantages?
Product itself, you were saying the demo. I thought you will ask for the demo.
Oh, in other words, use the word demo. I'm saying, I'll tell you, I will use the word demo. So, Naveen, can you walk us through a demo? Okay, I will use the word. Very good. So let me say this.
Yeah,
Right.
you can say like this, James. Just we can edit that. Naveen, you have explained about the architectural and design, which I had already done here.
Right.
This
right.
design I have walked you, and then the next step is, from here I will take you. I will set the stage. I'll just set the stage, and I'll move into the demo.
This is.
Picture.
I'll ask. Tell you what. I'll go ahead and ask the question, and if it works for you, you can go ahead and into it. But I want to use the word demo to make it clear. So
Yes,
I will
make
ask
it
you
clear
that.
that
I will ask you
demo is
this.
important.
Okay, let's take a look at the product itself. Naveen, can you walk us through a demo?
Yeah, thanks, Jim. I can surely walk you through the demo. However, as I mentioned, implementation of disaster recovery is less than a day, but planning plays the major role, where we collaborate and make the groups of VMs which will be demonstrated and moved across the DR site, which are the business critical, non-business critical, and all. So this is, you can create multiple groups. Between the groups, you can fail over in sequenced in the downtime in your recovery plan, as well as you can, between the VMs, one can come up in first, because that's all. So my demo is based on a recovery site. This is a site A, and the and then this is a protected site. So this is a site A recovery site, and site B is a protected site, from where I will be failover to the I will do the recovery on. And it can also fail back in the other way around also. We can do both directions, and this is the demo perspective. I have an internal VM and a 3-tier application, where I will be only showing you the web. So how I did the deployment? You just deploy 2 OVS, as I mentioned, and then you have do the site pairing with the site recovery manager using FQDN. You have to have a DNS and fast connected network to be connectivity. IP connectivity has to be established. Then you deploy another. You have deployed the VSR, which is the data path, and that is configured. And then we do the pairing between those along, and then we create the disaster recovery plan by creating protection groups and inventory mappings, mapping the what VMs and where it has to be placed on the recovery site. And then we plan the protection group, which VMs has to be grouped together to fail together as an application level. And then I will create a DR plan. And now I will move to my demo of showing you the DR.
Sounds good.
So this part is as you can see, this part is the recovery plan, right? And I have a DR plan where I have a web, and I will execute my recovery plan. My recovery plan named is Web App Recovery. I am going to click this run. That's all. And then you have two modes of the running it across. You understand what you are going to do. And in this, you can do planned migration, and you can do disaster. Disaster is automatically if your data center failed due to some calamity, earthquake. In case of mine, where I live in Tokyo, and we get earthquakes, so we have between Osaka and Tokyo, we have a disaster recovery solutions, and disaster recovery where you can click on this and just finish. Under the hood, you can see that failover recovery plan is being executed. However, you can see what is being done under the hood, and that's where you can see the recovery steps. The recovery steps are here on the context, and then from there, you can also see the where you can also make some changes of running, and you can see the scripts are running based on the IOPS of web. And then you can see that this whole thing has been recovered successfully, and you can see the virtual machine has been recovered and complete. So you can see this recovery complete. This is how you can see in seconds and minutes, less than 5 minutes, you can recover your data also. It depends on how you want to recover, but the most important, as I said, is the planning. Planning you can do offline. You don't need to be planned and then you do your recovery, and you can do this test runs. Thanks also. Thanks, James, and thanks everyone.
Great. All right. That's a lot of good detail. Let's talk about next steps. Any last key thoughts about what enterprise buyers need to know about the OCVS solution? And also importantly, Santosh, where can people go to find out more?
Absolutely, James. I think, thanks to Naveen for sharing an excellent demo on how simplified, the DR can be with the power of two companies, coming together and co-engineering a solution. So just to summarize, some of my thoughts, in the last couple of minutes, which we saw. So if you really look at, the solution advantages, so customer can, bank on Oracle for, configuring a small compute with a network configuration, which can be turned on throughout the year, right? And with the power of the DR orchestration tool like SRM, where you can actually easily reduce the time to run, do the run book, or simplify the overall automation process of completely replicating your workloads from on-premises to cloud, like with a RTO of less than 1 to 2 hours, right? So you can think of the solution to scale when the DR event is actually invoked, right? So we also have a lot of customers, who are using this solution, across the world, right? So in our region, so we have customers, across, India, all the way to Australia, right? So a couple of customers, I want to pick up is Maxims in Hong Kong is a largest retail chain, who's using VMware and Oracle solution for accomplishing their DR transformation goals. And also we have key FSI customers in India who have built their production data center in a region called Mumbai, and their DR is in Hyderabad, right? So all the VMware workloads are running on Oracle Cloud, including both production and DR. Last but not least, I want to talk about one of the customer called Prophecy, who is a largest software development firm in Australia, where they are actually banking on Oracle for establishing their DR compliance and controls on Oracle Cloud VMware solution. So with so many customers banking on Oracle for better reliability and better uptime to comply with their local standards. If you look at the solution benefits again, simplifying your DR operations, reducing your DR cost, by 1/4, and of course, increasing the reliability by doing DR drills, and the actual DR itself, through the automation, gives you the better advantage of, having a transformative DR solution for your workloads. And if I have to summarize the benefits of OCVS in general, so it is a customer managed solution, and you have the complete control of your data, network, and security because it's a customer managed solution. And last but not least is the software version control. So you can have the VMware software version control for different clusters, where you can run test and dev on a latest version or production on N-1 or N-2. So with all these benefits, customer will definitely have a better advantage of adopting the best of best hybrid cloud models on Oracle Cloud VMware solution. Thank you, James.
Okay, Santosh, Naveen, it's been a lot of great material the two of you have shared with us. I very much appreciate your expertise. Thank you very much.
Thank you, James. Thank you, Santosh.
Likewise, James. Thank you so much. Thanks, Naveen.
I think we did it.
Okay. So I think we need to redo the demo. We don't have to redo anything else but the demo. So
Okay.
I think we would just pick up from where Santosh was doing, like turned on the demo, and we need to make sure that it's full screen and that we can see it, because it was too small and it's going to be really hard to edit that. So let's just pick up from there.
Sure.
That's past where I asked the question then, right, Jackie? Or should I ask the question again?
I would say ask the question again, and then for the purpose of the actual demo itself, like we'll just re-edit it back into where that original demo was. But let's just have that footage so that we can play with it.
Yeah, better to have it than not have it.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the question. Naveen, are you ready for the question?
Yeah, I'm ready for the question. The question was about demo.
Correct.
Just the keyword demo has to come, and you have to ask, could you say some of the demo or something like that?
Definitely. I will use that word for sure.
Yeah.
And then Naveen, just can you share your screen really quick so that we can make sure that the demo is full screen?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So there will be a pause in between when I show the PowerPoint and then the demo. So I wanted to show the PowerPoint so that the people resonate with my demo scenario, right?
Okay,
So
sure.
that part of video, you have to clip it in X, and the white video will be the full screen where I will walk you through my demo. Click one. Because that's a different, it's not a PowerPoint, it's a real stuff. It's on the HTML web page, and that's where I have to run through. Okay, does it make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's do that.
We're ready then?
Yeah, we are ready. Okay, let me share my screen so she can understand better.
It's ready, okay.
I'm sharing my entire screen, right? Just to let you know. This is I'll just bring this first, right? Like this. And then this was a annoying part of it, I think. I don't know why.
Right. So here's what you're going to do. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to share this, right? And then we'll pause it, right? We'll just pause it. And then from here, we'll edit this piece out and go to the demo. Okay. So I'm going to be quiet right now, and you'll show that screen, and then we'll cut this and go to the demo. Okay.
Yeah, and then I will pause for the seconds, and then when I go to the full screen, this is the full screen. Bring this one up for my demo, right?
Yeah.
What I mean to say, I have to go back and it has already been completed. So I have to reverse back. Give me a minute, okay?
Sure.
I'll rerun it back. So let me get there in the demo aspect 3 recovery plan. This is where I am. And this will be like this, and this will be full of like this, right? And the recovery plan, and then I am walking this one. So that and this has to interlink, but this will be one clip, and that will be the first clip. Is that okay?
Yes. So can you?
Hello?
Yes. So can you just run through the demo? I need you to like actually go through the demo again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So James will
so
ask
now
the
let me
question, and then you'll go ahead and get the demo started.
this one or there are two. James asked the question. This demo, before this demo, I have to set the stage, what my demo looks like. So I need a PowerPoint to be there,
Well, you have
or I can take this picture.
yeah, we have the
and
PowerPoint already because you had shared it like before. So we're just going to edit all of this and cut right to the demo. Okay.
So these are the pictures, just demo part of it.
Yes.
You will not keep the James question in this demo part, right? You will take it off also.
Yes.
My concern, my thought is
we're going to remove the question because we already have the original one. We just need him to ask the question right now so that we can set you up to start showing the demo.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
That makes sense. Let me bigger.
Yep.
Yes, make it as big as you can because right now it's like very small.
This is the biggest.
Okay.
Still small?
Hold on.
200.
Okay, yeah, it looks good.
It looks good, right?
Yes.
Or you want more bigger?
No, this is fine. Let's just jump right in. And James, go ahead and take it away.
Okay.
Okay.
Naveen, here I go. And my question is, okay, let's look at the product itself. Naveen, can you talk us through a demo? I'm sorry, one more time. Okay, let's look at the product itself. Naveen, can you talk us through a demo?
Yeah, sure, James. And thank you. Let me walk you through the demo. What I mentioned earlier, we have been deployed, and now I am going to execute my test DR plan. And this is called recovery plan, which we have created for a single VM. Now, in this, the recovery plan name is Web App Recovery. You can create a new recovery plans. You can create in another locations. I select this, and then just I need to click run. Once I run, I need to confirm it that I understand that I'm going to do the failover between all of my VMs, the web VM in this scenario, to site B. And there are two types of recovery types. One is planned migration, where you can do maintenance and you have a maintenance window to do. But in my demo, I'm going to show you the disaster recovery, as I live in Tokyo. And I have been seeing a lot of disaster challenges here, like earthquake, which people are prone to earthquake. So we have between Tokyo and Osaka a lot of disaster recovery data centers, and we can do a failover from even inside the OCVS from region 1 to region 2, which is Osaka and Tokyo. Also is another scenario, or on-prem to OCI infrastructure, OCVS is the another scenario. So now we just set this ready to complete, and you can see the site A all is connected, disaster recovery, do not force back recovery, and that's all. Under the hood, it is all my particular VM, the web VM is failing. And now you can see this web recovery, the replication is going on, and then the recovery steps are here. What is it being done in the recovery steps? Trying to put across the VM, replication has been done in past, but before it starts to boot up, it does all these tasks in sequence, and you can even customize it, the changes. during task, you can select that particular VM, you can customize what you want to do with them, and then you can see that my virtual machine has been successfully recovered with help of VM site recovery, which, as we have mentioned, Santosh and myself, that it is one of the simplified solution which you can recover your DR and you can drive your business continuity. Thanks everyone, and thanks James for asking a wonderful question and asking for me to demonstrate.
Mm-hmm.
That's all from my side.
Okay, great. We got it.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we have everything. We're going to work on getting this edited in the next couple of days. And then the next steps are the team will reach out and let you know when it's ready.
Great.
Okay. All right.
Guys, just a quick question. So would you be sharing the raw video, because I can actually tell you in what time I was actually referencing a particular slide, so that you can try to stitch it in.
Yeah, we can do that. Do you want?
Okay.
So what we can do is we can yes, we can share the raw video footage with you. Usually it can take up to 24 hours for
No
the video
problem.
to
Yeah.
process in the platform. So Herlina and Camilla can share that video with you so that we can get that information from you, and then we can get it edited.
Got it. Okay, sure. I look
Great.
forward to it then.
Yeah, perfect. All right.
Hey,
Well,
thanks so much, James and Naveen, for all your help.
Yeah, Santosh and Naveen, thank you to the two of you. You guys are troopers for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, all of you. Thanks, all the
to all.
team members, even.
yeah, thank you,
Thanks,
everybody.
Santosh. Thanks.
Okay.
It was nice meeting both of you and talking on this constructive discussion.
Absolutely.
So let's do more of this, evangelize better, and scale our OCVS solution.
Why not?
Yeah. Maybe next time I think we should do it in James' morning schedule. Maybe he might have more time.
More effective.
Yeah, that's a possibility, Santosh. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
this is my
Thanks, guys.
first time experience